April is asking us to do something different with ourselves. If March was the moment of clarity where things clicked in for you during eclipse season, then April is about actually stepping into that new path with courage and intention. This month is all about grounded action, reclaiming your sovereignty, and turning inward for guidance. The external world this month may feel a little chaotic, but the real power comes when you root into your inner truth. Let's talk about what's going on energetically, how you might feel, and how you can move through this with grace and trust. My name is Dana. I am here to demystify and simplify human design so that we can all live the most aligned life possible. Let's dive in. All right, we start the month with this subtle but steady nudge. You know what needs to change for you. Now is the time to do it. We've been in those retrogrades and it's been hard to make any change. Eclipse season kind of rocked us in March. But Mercury goes direct on April 7th, the same day that the channel of transitoriness, channel 35 to 36, which I went in depth on in other videos, I'll link them in the description. That's when this channel closes as well. And that channel has been active since February 12th, which means we've had almost 2 full months of sampling energy, emotional highs and lows, trying new things, new experiences, and shifting directions. Maybe a lot. You may have felt scattered or like you couldn't commit to anything during this time. So think about that, February 12th all the way until April 7th. And here's a fun fact. This window brought in a whole wave of Manifestor emotional babies. Like tons of manifestors were born during this time. So we have a generation that is showing up with emotional depth and a drive to initiate. So you can tell I'm excited. As this channel wraps up, you might feel dissatisfaction or mental noise. That's your cue to now go inward instead of looking outside for clarity. Ask yourself, what am I ready to stop tolerating? Where does my energy actually want to go now? The eclipse season might have surprised you a little bit in March. From April 4th to the 10th, we enter a new channel, the channel of initiation, 51 to 25. This is a powerful energy that often brings us shock and surprise to wake us up out of something deeper. You may have a personal revelation during this time, a sudden awareness, or even a spiritual awakening. If you've been on the spiritual path for a while, this may be the channel that wakes up other people in your life who maybe haven't been. This is not meant to destabilize you though. It's meant to help you remember who you are. Remember, we're having to quiet all the noise of the chaos and now the shock and surprise and bring it back to who am I? What is this essence flowing out of me? At the same time, Jupiter also enters gate 45, which is known as the gate of the king or the queen. And Jupiter, it's big, it's expansive energy. And this is the energy of reclaiming your energy of the throne. This is the moment for you to stop waiting for permission and start owning your life. No one is coming to rescue you. You are the leader that you've been waiting for. I've actually heard a lot of other astrologers talk about this is the end of that victim consciousness. And at the same time, as Jupiter is in this new gate 45, Pluto is in the gate of 41 still, which is like us hitting rock bottom energetically, but in a strangely hopeful way. It's the beginning of a new cycle. It's the invitation to envision something brighter, reinvent yourself from the inside out. From April 10th to April 22nd is a beautiful window of healing energy and forward movement. On April 10th, the sun enters gate 42, which is the gate of growth, and it joins Chiron, the wounded healer. And so they're hugging in the sky, and you may notice emotional layers rising up for integration and old patterns or pain that now finally have space to be healed. This is an amazing week to actually slow down and feel what your body has been holding, whether that's emotional energy or memories. Let the energy clear so you can move forward more freely. Now, the full moon on April 12th lands in gate 32, which is the gate of instinct and inner timing. Life may be shifting around you at this point pretty quickly. So again, I'm going to reiterate this. It's best to have a grounding and stay true to your inner knowing. Trust yourself even when things feel uncertain. When the outside noise is loud and the full moon feels a little emotional, come back inside and see where you are wanting to grow. On April 16th, the sun moves into gate 3, which brings the energy of innovation and new beginnings. This is the perfect time to try a new approach, bring in fresh ideas, or shift something that's felt stagnant for a while. And on top of that, both Mercury and Venus will be direct at this point. And I just know the energy is going to feel so supportive, unlike the last few weeks. On April 22nd, the sun enters gate 27, where you'll be asked to tune in. What actually feeds me? What am I giving my energy to, and is it reciprocal? This is the gate of caring. Sometimes this energy cares too much about other people and forgets to nourish itself. It's a beautiful time to reassess your relationship, self-care, and even your schedule. Where are you caring way too much about other people and not putting your metaphorical oxygen mask on first? And around April 25th, we've got the channel 21 to 45 activating in the sky, which is known as the money channel. Jupiter and Mercury light up this energy, which is all about resources, deals, prosperity, and leadership. There could be big financial opportunities here if you are aligned and ready to receive, or perhaps you'll be learning a lesson around money. So stay alert to what's showing up for you. You don't need to force it, just recognize the aligned yes when it's coming in. And then we close out April with a new moon on April 27th in gate 24, which is the gate of contemplation. This is a reflective inner world energy. And oftentimes when this energy is lit up, you may find yourself looping with a thought or something you're contemplating. But instead of spiraling, use this time to refine your focus. What is it important to contemplate? And go in on that. Let it loop. Don't judge yourself. And then when you're not looping or paying attention to anything, you're going to have a eureka moment in the shower, in the car, in a conversation with another friend. So ask yourself this about that energy. Is this thought helping me or draining me? Can I trust my deeper truth more than my overthinking mind? And to top it off, Venus and Mercury reactivate the channel of initiation, the 5125, as we wrap up the month. So this energy is definitely a lesson for us this month. You may feel another internal push or spiritual download, reminding you that life is yours to lead. April ends just as powerful as it began, nudging us to grow into the version of ourselves that we came here to be. This month's theme of shock and growth comes from the channel of initiation, which is active twice this month. And this energy is here to shake things up. Not to break you, but to help you wake up and grow. Here's how each energy type can work with it. Manifesting generators. Shock may come when you realize something you once loved no longer aligned. And that's hard to get used to. Let it go fast without guilt. Your growth comes through clarity and commitment, focusing your powerful energy on what still feels alive for you right now. Generators. You might feel jolted by changes in your routines or relationships. Instead of resisting the shift, use it as a cue to ask, what do I want to grow into next? Your growth is steady but strong when you listen to your gut, your sacral motor, and move step by step. Manifestors. Growth for you comes through bold, aligned action. This month could shake maybe your sense of independence or control, but instead of retreating, speak your truth and initiate something new from a deeper place of knowing. Just remember to inform everybody what you're up to. Projectors. This energy may have you feeling shock in your body or nervous system. Your job isn't to react. It's to see the bigger picture and guide when you're invited in. Your growth happens in the pause. Rest, recalibrate, wait for the right timing to share your insight. And reflectors, this month's energy may feel like standing in the middle of a thunderstorm. Don't try to figure it out too quickly. Your growth is in observing, flowing, and taking your time. Let life show you what's next by staying open and curious. This month is a powerful initiation to take action from a deeper place, to stop waiting, to stop looking outside yourself. We did all that work in March during the eclipse time. And start creating based on the truth that lives inside your body and your essence, not in your mind. The energy may be intense this month, but it's also incredibly supportive if you're ready to grow. So breathe deep, listen in, and remember, you don't have to go searching for the light. You are the light. I'm ready with you guys. The end of March, basically the kickoff of eclipse season onwards, felt very energetically tiring, at least for me. But I had so many little aha moments. And all of that is ready for us to step into April and really take action, especially after Mercury goes direct and Venus goes direct. Good luck with this energy, you guys, and have a fantastic month.